Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Spartans' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys. Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
He'll keep it himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And it feels good to land that first big big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick completion to the right. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
One of my coaches always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Sometimes you just got to throw the football away. Sometimes you got to tuck the football down and run. QB standing back in the pocket, sitting there with the ball exposed, sometimes it leads to a fumble.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Quickly out to the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Handoff to the lone back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Makes his connection. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first position.
The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Now the toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
And the Spartans will hustle to the line. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hatchett. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try it over the left side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On second down, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Toss to the outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're testing the right side here. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yards.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Falk. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. The give. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the beatdown has ensued. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys, the ones that are talked about in this rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show what's inside your chest.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Falk.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Working that left side now. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The sure hands, it's Avant. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. Defense not showing press coverage. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
You throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Spartans get it past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick release by the QB. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Hatchett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard. scoreboard. The offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Throws for the end zone. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. They believe they can run right here. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first three periods. They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense humming as they come to the line again. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the left side. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Now facing a third and long. They'll run play action. Looking left. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance offense in Amherst. They're trailing by 14 to Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Hatchett. They're working that left side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays on him.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Falk.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fired. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense grabs it, and they're kicking it the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. Actually, you probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking at a 2nd and short now.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion and the shortest throw on the field for the quarter.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes comes the Michigan offense back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Ben.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to scramble. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, 1st down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. 1st down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Looking to pass. It's Hatchett. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too